calypso, forget the funk and the disco. A little more limbo, a little more shango.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of We Culture. Yes, indeed, it's a pleasure as always, every Friday evening. Well, of course, with the exception, now and then when, the rest of the team, they're busy folks, and, they have a lot going on. So sometimes, they have a lot of important things to attend to, and so we may have to, from time to time, repeat a previous program, and we know you don't mind that because, of course, some of these programs, all of these programs, they do create quite a bit of interest, so whether you see them once, twice, three times, it brings that nostalgic feeling, yes? So, but myself and Doc is here tonight. Hopefully, we should be joined by both Scholar and Reece. So we welcome you, all our viewers, our listeners, our friends on our Facebook page and on YouTube channel. It's a pleasure to have you back. And tonight we have a big thing we're talking about, and I have a feeling that one might go well into a couple of programs. I am absolutely certain that you would have a lot to see. All right, so we're gonna get to that just now, but of course, let's welcome the Doc. Doc, good evening. How are you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good. Pleasant evening to you also, and to all the listeners outside on all the various mediums. As I always say, we're rolling. Godfrey, funny boy, today. About 3 buses called me, threatening me, boy. If I even come on tonight. So maybe if we didn't want to, well, I mean, we always want to. It's just sometimes circumstances beyond our control. So, guys, we are here. One of those persons being Eugene Licorice. Say, man, look forward to that and blah, blah, blah. And, he has a big story. He hope to pelt from New York. And my brother Rasta say we got to be on. So guys, we are here tonight, and hopefully the topic we're gonna be looking at would interest you all, and then you could chime in as early as possible.
Oh, definitely.
The rest of the team promises to come in, and we look forward to them joining us because the team effort is always better than. Some part of us.
Yes, indeed. And of course, we're getting into, Carnival has been launched, so the excitement will begin. The Calypso and the planning and the all the various competitions and the tiffin and everything else that goes with it. Doc is going to, they always tiffin. So.
As I say, but we don't want to go into that now. But
no, we ain't going to that now. But
I heard an extraordinary calypso recently. I want to put that in a kind of category. I can't, but anyway, I go wait for the rest of the team to come in.
Yeah. So,
but that one is way out of the.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that to say, we have exciting times ahead.
Yes.
So let's get ready, folks. It's gonna be exciting. But Doc, even aside from that, big things happening in We Place this weekend.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow, guys, everybody, we're having a big, we call it cultural footprints, and that is taking place right at the Tivoli Cultural Center. That is opposite the gas station. There's a building in front, but behind we have a large field there, and so you're really, really encouraged to come out. Tivoli Drummers for this first time is going to tell the story, and some of our performances would be the story. The drum, the dance. We're going to be having some other accompaniment. We have Wonderful Expression is a folk group, and we have Hot Steppers, Area Code. We have Amisha. She's going to be doing some Indian dancing, just in between. Mm-hmm. But Tivoli Drummers is we really want to tell a story, and you have never heard it. You have never heard our full story. So we want you to come out. The activity is free. We're going to employ your generosity to dip into it. our box, our baskets, our hats, our hats.
Is that a song like preacher? They don't tell you give, you dip into your dig deep into your pockets and give generously.
Yeah. But there was no charge. There was no pressure. We want most importantly, we want you to come.
Yes.
Event is gonna start 7 prompt. We no delay. 7 prompt. You're gonna be there ahead of time. To see how the opening. The event, we definitely going to film that one, so you can be part of that crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And we promise you there are some things that you have never seen, never witnessed from the Tivoli drummers. You're going to be getting an experience in that. Drumming at its best.
But Doc, couple people complain. They say every time they come to Tivoli drummers, they don't see you. They don't see you playing drum. You only passing order and make them young children and then play drum, and you don't play drum.
And one of the beauty of that is that I've been there.
No man, they want to see you. They want to hear you. They say, they figure you can't play drum again. You fucking, they say you're not rhythm. They say you're not rhythm again. They figure that you lose your rhythm.
I dancing. My son that will play sometime, and my daughter is playing. And then not only that, the youngsters that are playing, they are like an extension of me. I am the tutor. I am the one in the background teaching. So you think you're not hearing me? Joke you making. I am right there with them, through them.
Is you hearing?
Yeah, you're actually hearing me.
No, but it's interesting because, Tivoli is a serious drum place. Well, yesterday at the funeral up there, Port and the guys on one end of the place decided to play some drums there, and I was just sitting in the van listening, and I sit down in the van and shaking my waist in the van, because that's it.
Godfrey, a couple of years ago, I saw you do a little PK. Well, I don't know. To me, it's like you lose it because you have.
No. Hold on. No. Don't.
Let me take back that. You didn't lose it. You have lost it.
No. Hold on. First of all, let us start by telling the people the truth. Now, folks, don't let Doc tally up with that. We were in Riverside Sarka. Them fellows was playing, and Doc challenged me in a piece of PK. And Doc did not anticipate, I don't know for what reason, why he feel that I couldn't PK better than him. And when I start, he run. Then what happened, Doc? say it then so. Say a lie.
So I want to repeat.
Name the
tomorrow,
time.
I want you to come.
You're on. You're on.
Remember, we have video here. We have camera.
Hello, bro. You're on. So just make sure you're on this time, You can be in a place. If you run, but you can't hide. So
all right, guys. So listen, tomorrow, Tivoli, 7 o'clock sharp. We are doing what we do best. The PK, the bongo, the calendar. These are traditionally old-time ballet. We are going to be doing the songs of the many drums that you think we lost in Grenada. We are going to put that on display. So if you really want to have a cultural emotion, a cultural journey, tomorrow it's the time to bring out the entire family, because all our events are basically a family event.
Mm-hmm.
So you have heard it, you have been warned and been informed.
Yes, and the challenge is on, folks. I will be there. The challenge is on. Doc must talk the truth. So I will straighten him up for once and for all. And get that's on. But aside from that, it's good to be back. And tonight we want to talk a little bit about something that we've been putting off. I mean, there are so many programs that we've been putting off for our next time and putting off for our next time and putting off for our next time. And but they're coming. It's just that so much happens that influences the way we live, and that's what culture is all about. So tonight we're gonna talk about. Doc, you want to tell them?
Well, we're talking about trade and tradesmen. Tradesmen, tradeswomen.
But you see, you can't say it so, because when you start to talk about tradesmen, you're making it sound proper. It's tradesman. That put in a completely different spin on it, trade man.
Yes.
So,
yes.
And we need to put it. We need to put it proper into context from the start, because there's a beautiful story and history behind the whole what we call trade work. So, Doc,
right.
I will let you go with it first from primary school.
I think I want to go way beyond that in terms of, you're talking about going from in the school and learning the various things in school. But there are some trade you just actually learn by the way. You work into the community. So in school, we went, you did joinery, you did the handicraft, you do things on them. But things like masonry, tailoring, those things on them you learn within the community. But long time, let me start in our cultural form. Before time. Before time.
I like that.
When you had to be a tradesman, you actually had to go and understudy. So you might, if you wanted to be a carpenter, the way to do that was you go to primary school, and then you go to the handicraft, and you had somebody teaching you those things. But when you finish school, you go and you understudy from a practical, somebody that was in the field doing carpentry. And you will learn from that person. For matter of fact, there was a period we call apprenticeship, which is kind of almost out of the window. So usually you had a 3-month apprenticeship. Sometimes the 3 months could drag on to a whole year, where you actually apprentice. You're learning how to measure, to cut accurately, etc. If you were doing carpentry.
And mind you, fellas that never moved from apprentice their whole life. But Doc, hold on. They just told me that they're ready with the lotto. So let me just stick that there for a sec. We're going to break, folks. We're going to take the lotto. And when we come back, then we're going right through. So stay with us. We'll be back with you in just a moment.
If you don't add multi-X to your Playway bets, then you're definitely missing out on bigger winnings. The NLA has added 7X to the multi-X draws. Imagine playing your favorite Playway number or symbol for $10 with multi-X added. Then, wow! 7X is drawn. You win bigger. Not just $240, but $240 multiplied by 7. Whoa! That's $1,680. 7X added for a limited time only. Add multi-X to your Playway bets every day, 3 times per day, Monday to Saturday, for chances to win bigger. Not only free plays or winnings multiplied by 3 or 5, but winnings multiplied by 7 too. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Pick 3 Evening Draw for today, Friday, May 10th, 2024. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Kenny Edwards from RSO and Company Limited, accountants and advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that the show is conducted in an accountable manner for the game balls with industry standards and no is tampered with. At this time, you should take us in hand. It's Daily Pick 3. It pays to play. Good luck. First number this evening is, check the tickets in the meantime. First number is 9, second number. Second number is 5, third and final number. Final number is 3. And let's recap those numbers. It was on the screen. Check your tickets. First number is 9. The second, 5, third and final is 3. So that's 9, 5, and 3. Congratulations, all winners. For Daily Pick 3 tickets drawn midday, we had a total prize payout of $7,540 with a total of 48 winners. And of course, congratulations to those of you who are part of this payout. Tune in next, we got to play with multi-X draw. We'll see you soon.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians. From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Fluid Multi-X evening draw for today, Friday, May 10th, 2024. I am Anisha Charles. With me again is Ms. Kenny Edwards from RS1 Company Limited, accountants and advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that the show is conducted in an accountable manner of the game balls with industry standards and in a way sampled with. Let's play, we value your dreams, so win your way. Good luck. This evening's winning query number is, check out the estimate time. This evening's winning playway number is 35. Let's recap the number, 3535. 35 represents the dream symbol crackle. Congratulations, all the winners. It's now time for the multi-X draw. You're reminded with this game, you can multiply play winnings up to 7x with the addition of 7x to the multi-X draw. Hope you got your tickets out. Let's play and good luck. This evening's winning multi-X ball is FB. Let's recap. This evening's winning multi-X ball is FB. Congratulations, all the winners. For Fluid Multi-X tickets drawn midday, we had a total prize field of $37,104 with a total of 708 winners. And of course, congratulations to those of you who are part of this payout. Tune in next, we got a daily cash flow draw. We'll see you really soon.
Like family, it's always exciting when lottery players get together. Now the lottery games are joining in the fun. Check out the multiplier family of Instacash games. 5 times the cash at $2, 10 times the cash at $3, and 20 times the cash at $5. On your tickets, match any of our numbers with any of the winning numbers and win the prize below that number. There's more. Multiply your winnings up to 5 times, 10 times, or 20 times more. Winning is easy. Play Monday to Sunday. There are no draws to wait on. Win instantly. It's the multiplier family of Instacash games with over $675,000 to be won instantly. Don't just buy one, buy all, because family is everything. Must be 18 years and older to play. NLA, making family dreams come true.
Welcome back, everyone, to another daily cash for evening draw for today, Friday, May 10th, 2024. I am Anisha Charles. With me again is Ms. Kenny Edwards from RS1 Company Limited, accountants and advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this draw is conducted in an accountable manner of the game balls with industry standards and in a way stamped with. At this time, your tickets at hand. It's daily cash for more plays, bigger prizes. Let's find out what this evening's winning numbers will be. Good luck to you. Okay, check it this. First number this evening is. First number is 2, second number. Second number is 0, third number. Third number is 4, fourth and final number. Final number is 3. Let's recap those numbers. It's on the screen. Check your tickets. First number is 2. The second is 0. Third 4. Fourth and final is 3. So that's 2, 0, 4, and 3. Congratulations, all the winners. The daily cash for tickets drawn midday, we had a total prize field of $19,000 with a total of 61 winners. And of course, congratulations to those of you who are part of this payout. Tune in later on for the lotto draw. This evening we're playing for a jackpot of $132,000. We'll see you then.
Over the years and presently, customers have been winning exciting prizes while ensuring that benefits are realized for all Grenadians by supporting the games of the National Lotteries Authority.
I am Patrick Simmons, former Minister for Sports and National Athlete. The NLA has made significant investment in nation-building activities. Among them are the construction of health, sporting, cultural, educational, and community facilities. Additionally, they continue to provide funding to non-governmental organizations and individuals throughout the Tri-Island state. I support the NLA's mandate because I can see where the money goes.
Playing the games of the NLA guarantees support for sports, culture, and nation building throughout the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
A pleasant evening to everyone. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Draw number 3652 for today, Friday, May 10th, 2024. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Kenneth Edwards from Morrison Company Limited, accountants and advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in a fair accounting manner, and the game balls with industry standards and in a way tampered with. At this time, show tickets at hand because we're about to play for a jackpot of $132,000. But first, your free ticket letter. Good luck. This evening's free ticket letter is L, as in lucky. Let's proceed for 5 winning numbers. Good luck to you. First up this evening is check the tickets in the meantime. First number for this evening is 19. Second number. Second number up is 30. Third number. Third number is 10, followed by 27. Fifth and final number. Final number is 21. Let's recap those numbers. Numbers on the screen. Check your tickets. First number up is 19. The second, 30. Third, 10. Followed by 27. Fifth and final is 21. So that's 1919, 3030, 1010, 2727, and 2121. Your free ticket for this evening is L, as in lucky. Congratulations to all winners. Remind you, this has been Lotto. Play and win a lot. When you play all the games of the National Lotteries Authority, support sports, culture, and the nation building. Thanks for joining us. Have a fantastic weekend.
Have you heard about the new Softweave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Softweave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Softweave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Raise it high up the ladder. Let we set it on fire. A little more calypso. Forget the funk and the disco.
Welcome back, everyone. It's We Culture, and again, those of you just joining us, we're happy to have you. Welcome back. Yes. So tonight we're talking about tradesmen, and tradesmen have some very special traits. Remember that. We're going to be talking about them. But before we get there, we just sort of trying to put it together, and lay the foundation. So, Doc, we were talking a little bit about the origin of the thing, and we're going to come through the line with it. You're muted.
Yeah, I was saying before time. We had example, to be a blacksmith, you would go and you would understudy. I would spend years what you might call today as a helper, helping, understudying, and see what's going on until you start taking on tasks by itself gradually. And you try to standardize that to say, okay, well, you might go into a special school, a special area, and then you would go on with a real practitioner. And then you had 3 months where you are considered, but Godfrey, the 3-month apprenticeship used to be 3 months without pay. It was standard practice.
Yeah, you're just going because you're learning.
You go to learn, but you go to learn that trade, you get 3 months, and then you got no pay. Is then afterward, you should by that time learn something, so you actually became a helper. So you might be able to, when you're a tailor, how you call it, you
go to hem. You go to hem. Yeah, you go do all them together. You go to hem a pad.
You start to hem the pants, so you learn to hem the pants. I hope he's listening, my brother. I remember he went to do apprenticeship by Mr. Dean, and 6 months and he barely going to hem a pants now. I'll still go kill me for that. First, he didn't like the work, but my mom insists.
Yeah.
So
no, but Doc,
fooling around because
you just made something there. Sarah made a point that is so very instructive in this whole tradesman thing, because your parents insisted, and just as an aside. Even when you're in school, or even before, you probably decide, well, you want to take on maybe a trade or something. When school give holiday, you have to go and learn a trade, So they saying you by tailor, or they saying you with a plumber, or with somebody. So during your school period, you had to go and learn. You know much fellas go and Mr. Dana and by Kuchilo. I was a dude Z.
So the whole idea of tradesmen started like that, and then guys had this practical thing. You didn't get paid, and then later on you became a helper. You could hem up pants, and you start getting maybe at that time maybe $1, 25 cents a week or something whatsoever it might be. And then later on, when you could actually you start to iron, you learn how to iron, and you learn how to sew, actually put things together. And your pay might be increased, but generally the pay increase are very slow. And later on, you can do things on your own. And then when you start finding your way, usually the relationships are becoming contentious because they feel you can throw a pants on your own. So you think you should be getting more money. And at that time, sometimes you figure out, well, you can go on your own. So usually that's how it happened. But there was a limited limited field, blacksmith, craftsman. You could make bridge, you could make stool, you could make chairs, you could make table. You go in those kind of fields, so furniture, working with furniture, etc. So one way or the other, you start doing that. Later on, it became much more open up. You open up to wall halls, came into being, so you became a mason. Because prior it was just you were a carpenter. There was a very, very few persons that work as masons, that build the big churches and the steeples, etc. But they were very specialized and very, very detailed craftsmen and tradesmen.
But I want us to go back a little bit, because you mentioned a couple things, the tailor and the carpenter and so on. But let's just stick with, let's say, tailoring for a little bit, and then so we could probably take them maybe trade by trade, because there are a lot of interesting areas within those trades. So for example, we talk about the tailor, and you had to learn to hem. But actually, before you learn to hem, you had something else you had to learn to do, You had to learn to unhem first, before you go to hem, Because for example, one of the things that you used to have to do is to fix up pants. And meaning, so you might have and as the styles changed, you remember you used to have big foot, and then
when
you
the
come
pants too big, the pants too long, the pants too short, you have to.
So in the bottom now, you have to get your needle, and you start take on you're not threading, you removing the thread from the, okay, the pants would break up and it's so inside. Yeah. So you're removing that, but in moving it, you have to make sure that the thread come out when you cut a particular area. When you pull, the thread come right through.
Everything come out right through. Yes.
Come out right through, and then you have to know you're breaking that. If the pants was too short, for example, you extend it and you give it a little break again, so that your pants ain't flooding. Because if your pants too high, flooded. And then you have to learn the hem and so on and so forth. And then depending on what it is, you have to learn to sew. Now, you ever difference between hemming and sewing?
Of course.
Hemming and sewing is two different things, And I'm talking here about sewing with needle.
Sewing with needle, but I think that was the first level. Or even when there was this singer machine.
Singer.
Yeah, using your foot and your pedaling and so. There were a few with hand, but basically it was mainly using your foot. You had to learn to, like, you do the pants. The pants is cut into whatever, and then you use the thread to put them together. And once you do that now, then the real tailor would then use the machine
and
actually sew the pants properly. So those pants before had one sewn with hand, just maybe to keep them together.
They mark it. You had to mark it. You had to mark it.
And then you had the second one where you actually sew with the machine. So that was what's happening. But so I think progress in that way with tailoring, and you learn to sew shirts, you learn to sew other things. And you became kind of competent.
But hold on, with the pants, remember, the pants was a big thing because you also had to learn how to cut.
Yes.
You had to learn to cut.
Take measurement. Actually, one of the things I remember is the touch was how to take measurement.
Mm-hmm.
So you take the waist, the height, the size of the leg, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
The scratch, the leg of the scratch, and you have to mark that down in a particular way.
And they have a big notebook, because when you, for example, if you bring a pants to sew, the first thing Mr. Danan doing now, he mark down your name, Livingston, and so you mark your name, and then you take your measurement, length, waist, bottom, foot,
leg,
skirt, everything. So that is because remember, a lot of different people come in and bring clothes to sew, so they can't mix up your measurement. So when you're ready to sew Livingston pants now, you go in the notebook and thing, and then you do it thing, you cut it, whatever, and then you get your pants.
Yeah. So I think it was the same thing with the seamstress. I've never.
Yeah.
Listen, I guess it's the same thing where young ladies going to sew by places like Miss Alma.
Yeah.
and those.
But you know, I try, as you say, mention Miss Alma, I'm trying to remember some of them streets in Tivoli and
I really.
I can't remember some of them. Well, hold on. Miss Alma, definitely. Who else is also in Tivoli?
I can't remember, but
hold on. No, man. So we supposed to remember that, man. They go laugh first. Next thing we supposed to remember who used to so in Tivoli. But you know, with women, I remember they would use newspaper to cut the pattern.
Right.
Yeah, they would use newspaper to cut the pattern because skirts and so I guess it's a little easier. If it's just a little straight skirt, you know, you cut your pattern and you.
I'm not so sure now because particularly those school shirts, those school skirts with this pleat and
yeah, well, that was
in my
difficult.
mind, that looked like it's a little bit difficult to take regular cloth and then put that, and then you have to have the waist going around.
You had to fold, and so down.
All the pleats had to be like of equal status standard. I'm not so sure. I mean, I'm not there. So somebody might call and see that. But that's I think if we move along. So that was with the tailor, the seamstress. But other trade came along. And as it came along, people had to innovate. So the thing with trade, there is something that it to be a tradesman. Because you have to be specialized in a field.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, you specialize and you either barter or you sell your service and your product, you know, in exchange for money. Now, so that was a tradesman. So guys, I want to ask you a question. I had that question for a scholar, but because I cannot see him, he's not here yet. Let me ask you. So someone could be a real specialist as a thief.
A thief?
Is a thief a tradesman?
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, I find.
Well, because they're specialized. They're specialized in the field.
Yeah, it's just that. It's just that.
Who they trading with?
Huh?
What they trading? Who they trading?
No. You see, no, you have to understand. Trade in that sense is a little different. You see, trade in that sense is what you do for a living. So it's actually trade work. So it's what you do for a living. So them thief and them had a trade, you know. Them thief had a trade, so them fella them who thief in coconut and climb in coconut tree and picking coconut on tree and fly off tree and go over the people. That you see, and like everything else, there are people who become very skilled in their trade. I remember telling you one about a coconut thief. The man climb a coconut tree, peel the coconut, fully bag, and then stay on the tree when you see the owner on the ground waiting for him in the cutlass, you know, and he stay on top the tree and fly across with 2 coconut branch under his arm with the back coconut on the back and fly across in the next one. That was. And listen, I could give you name and day. I could give you name for that. But you know,
name and location. You could give me name and location.
You know, Zab. I'm afraid to call Zab name. Zab there already. I could call Zab. But Zab fly from crisping coconut tree Flushland.
So, well, you know, when you look at when you move into modern time or in recent time, you realize those trade men and them now is different. People come from day one and they are actually getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
So the apprenticeship period where you went to learn a job and hoping to stay in that job as an apprentice is you're now treated as a helper from day one. So you get helper pay rather than as an apprentice. So you know you come into the job market doing nothing, but you get paid. So this tradesman thing has changed. Mm-hmm. That is one thing. And secondly, there are a lot of other areas now that come into the fore in modern time where skills differ because of the changing in the economy and you know in society. So you have people now that are tradesmen that are example people learning how to fix computer or to program computer, and they call themselves IT people. And programmers, website designers. You have people that are doing HVAC, they put in a condition unit, blah, blah, blah. People doing upholstery, auto mechanic. Well, auto mechanic probably was there for. Well,
mechanic. No, man. Let me tell you something. Don't say auto mechanic, man. Mechanic.
Yeah, well, it was mechanic.
Mechanic. What? Auto mechanic. That's a big word people understand. That is mechanic. Because let me tell you, they were a particular trade, and the king just joined us. Finley.
Hey.
You come there with big long sleeve grey shirt on you. What you? You come out you want to trade workout?
Me that trade man.
Yeah. Can you say you trade?
I trade man.
No. But on a serious note, Scholar, is Calypso a trade work?
Calypso is not a trade. Calypso is a hard farm.
What farm what? But anything, all that is trade. Calypso is a trade.
Trade one thing.
What do you mean? But hold on, Doc. Skulls, we want to get your perspective on the whole. We were talking earlier about the start of the trade work thing. And we mentioned, even during school, when school go on holiday, you have to go and learn a trade, tailoring, thing. I know Shanty Melting does different. Yes, a Shanty Mel perspective on it. Shanty Mel and Guava thing always, They not, you see, Doc, I remember, Shanty Mel and Guava, they're not sophisticated like Tivoli, yeah? So, they have a different speed on it.
So, Scala, you ever go and not try to sew or do anything, or parents or friends of yours was sent by somebody that was a tradesman holiday or August holiday or so to learn a skill as a tradesman?
That never happened in my neck of the woods as far as I know. I know I never go by nobody and learn to think. During holiday time, we trade is to go behind mango.
God thief mango, I think.
Keep mango up yourself, that's your trade. You ain't going none. But what we had and what used to really indoctrinate children in the thing was the center. Right?
The center.
Like everything else. So you have to go down once you reach a certain standard, then you go down to the center, and our center was in Sotels. Right, where the market is and all.
That we go more than the modern boy, man.
Well, now I tell you more sophisticated.
I don't know about
you age, man. You age.
I don't know about my man and parents sending you by people to learn to sew. Let
me tell you, in Tivoli, you had some tradesmen, established tradesmen. So, for example, like in tailoring, you have to go by Mr. Kuchilo, by Mr. Danan, Mr. Dudzi, Doc, who else is so in Tivoli?
But he also had trade like people like Dragon and him in terms of welding.
Well, we're coming to all that. But I just started with tailoring.
Those things.
But in carpenter, then you had fellas like Mr. Clifford, Lyman. I mean, those guys were
right. You go to learn to be carpenter.
So these guys, they were established tradesmen. So during holidays, your mother go send you and learn a little thing.
Tradesman, and then they send you. But Scala, one of the distinctions we were making that when you were doing that, it was basically referred to as an apprentice.
No, I know you had the apprenticeship system, but I know you had the apprenticeship system, but I only know it in theory. I don't know apprenticeship practically happening.
No, what we were saying about the apprenticeship period in early time, or before time, was that when you went there, you don't get any money for 3 months. You go into London.
Well, that was apprentices. Apprentices, you can't get money. Money what?
You don't have to
No,
you don't have to
You are apprentice now. You call it, Doc. Doc, there's a nice fancy word for it. It's called probation. you call it probation. And if after 3 months you have not satisfied your supervisor what is, you get an extra 3 months.
No, I think probation is when you are basically stating that you can do the job.
Yes.
But they had to try you out.
See you try out. But I think the closer one to apprentice or apprenticeship is helper. So you go to learn, you're going to do something, and you really don't know anything. So you're a helper because I think you're starting from that same level.
Nah. Helper still different.
Oh.
Helper is fellas what do seeing no kind of skills worker. Their work is to do unskilled things, the unskilled thing, and that way they did. Now, if you have a certain level of interest and so on, then you will make fast and you will right. But if you don't have the interest and you don't have anything, you stay in help all it is.
Well, I tell Doc that earlier already, your fellas that never move from helper. They always there.
Oh, helper is actually a work.
Yeah, no, helper.
And let me tell you something right now. In the new minimum wage order, your helper in it.
Yeah, what you mean? Yeah,
so helper is actually a worker.
Helper could teach people how to help you.
Yes.
Doc, I have a couple of things here. We were talking about the seamstresses in Tivoli. And somebody say Miss Sybil by Tivoli Junction. That is by close by. You know where Mr. Denan living now?
I know Miss Sybil, right? Ghana, but I never know her as.
Yes. Now that the person said that she was. Then Miss Venice. Okay. Miss Venice on Panbridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was two. They mentioned this too. Then somebody said the best mechanic that ever passed was Compeu. I don't know about that though.
The best mechanic I think that passed was Ahmed.
Ahmed was real good. Ahmed was real good.
Compeu was just specializing in Volkswagen.
By Compeu just specialized in juking up old engine. Compeu, you know, yes.
Both of Alera, the best mechanic whatever passed was reputed. So I can tell you I ever see the man at work. But the man, I mean, his reputation preceded him. So everybody knew about this man. A fella in Sotese called Papacito. Papacito.
I never heard that person name.
You never heard Papacito?
Nah.
Well, you're not in Grenada. Papacito is as famous as you see a Robin Hood and his man. Papacito, who cried about Papacito? No, Papacito was the only mechanic that would scrap down a vehicle to fix it, take out all them things, and when he bowl them back up, 3/4 of the thing I take out there on the ground, but the vehicle walking. When they tell Tito, well, all that thing goes to the extra part.
That's the part, the vehicle don't need that.
The vehicle don't need that. The vehicle walking good, but 3/4 of them things on the ground.
No, but they were these guys. They were just exceptional. You know, people, and we usually say there are people who have a knack for certain things. Some people were just good at some things. And
well, I think at that time people paid a lot of attention to detail. People paid a lot of attention to quality of the work that they were doing. There was a level of pride. And some people just really, as you said, had a knack for it, and they were really good. I want to make a comparison. I don't know if we're moving too fast into today's so-called tradesmen.
I wanted us to talk a little bit about, like, going to a little bit about some of the different trades, because we mentioned about tailor, and I want to talk about carpenters, because and go back to the centers, because for example, like in Tivoli School, we had what you call the handicraft, because in those days those schools had, so you had the girls used to go in the kitchen and they're doing cookery. And we go in and the boys go and do handicraft. And I remember, I mean, Mr. Tyson. You remember Mr. Tyson, Doc? Tyson was the man in the handicraft. And in those days, when you, for example, as a carpenter, you had your jack plane, you had your normal saw, you had chisel, you have mallet, you have all them different kind of tools that you use. And I mean, some of the things I remember in the handicraft, when you had to cut a piece of board, you had to draw a line to make sure it's straight, and then they had
it was at a ruler.
But yeah, the next thing, Scholar, how you call it again, man? You have a little liquid in it, and when the liquid reach in the center, that's when you know the thing's straight.
Level.
What do you call it?
Level.
But I forget the day, right? But anyway, something too.
Level. But one of the most important thing, this is what actually used to tell people that there is a the so-called trade man, the carpenter man.
Yeah.
You forget that he's a lead.
Behind the ears, yeah, what's up here? What's up here?
What's that lead behind your ears?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to wonder about it. If the men couldn't make, men are still a lead behind it? Or you have lead them?
Well, men have their big, they have their carpenter suit with place for hammer, place for this, place for that, all kind of different thing.
Yeah, so maybe now the lead might be there somewhere in a compartment in that thing, but in those days, lead mostly behind your head.
Yeah.
Once you have to use that thing, you have to have a piece of lead behind your head. And you got a sharp piece of lead.
Yeah, because you have to be able to. But also, and very interesting, and I mentioned some of the equipment. You had your
Godfrey Reece trying to get in.
I accepted her, but I didn't see her again. I saw her. We accepted her. In fact, I'm seeing her in. But let's see what's happening here. All right, let me try again and see. Okay, so let's see if she can get through now. Right, yeah. So Scott, I was telling you that you had all these little different pieces of tool that you would use, and the jack plane, for example. No, so the jack plane was used to level your piece of board or whatever it is. And they had different types of jack plane. They had some little one that you hold it in your one hand and you just... And then he had the big one where you had to hold it with your two hands, you had to real plane. And after that, to smooth now, unlike nowadays, you had to get sandpaper, and with your hand, you had to sandpaper that piece of thing until it's smooth.
Yep. But Godfrey, I always maintain, and and I don't know if you and Doc would have delved into that aspect, but I always maintain that trade men and all this thing now, just like everything else, trade men and thing getting worse. Trade men were better before.
Well, I mean, we go to that is the to me that's the main part of the program. I just thought of setting up to go to that.
Okay.
Because that to me is where the program is. But let's welcome Reece. Reece, you muted still there?
Yes.
Right. Yeah, man. Are you pretty up? Are you pretty for yourself? So you come out?
Good evening, everyone.
Oh, where you going?
I was in the company of a gentle lady today. She goes by the name of Mrs. Jeffrey. So when such beauty graces the room, I have to up my game.
Yeah, you had to pretty for yourself.
Yeah, so
proper.
That's what it is. I was in the company of my sister.
Right. Well, we're talking about trade, and they were just saying, well, Guav never really had good tradesman, so we had to help us out here.
Well, fisherman is tradesman.
Fisherman is tradesman? Fishing is a trade, you see?
Yes.
So, if we're talking in the context of tradesmen, which from my knowledge are like the builders.
Go
I don't know if you guys I don't know if you guys had discussed that, if that is agreed upon, but the tradesmen were like the builders for me. So if we're talking about that, then some of, if not the best, came from Gov. my grandfather Kopi.
Kopi had built the little statue in Gov there.
No, he died before that. You won't get a kick off my grandfather tonight.
That's not the man, Scott. Hold on. Scott, that's the man that built the thing with the veranda in a build the dustbin with the veranda. Got it? What's it?
Never happened.
Because I hear somebody say somebody from Guam that do that work here. Wow. So as you mentioned that there,
that probably that person probably residing in North. In Northwest right now.
No, man, but I hear about Kopi, man.
The only Kopi I know about is a shoemaker from Monctus.
Okay. No, man. And no.
Let's tell them what you hear about Kopi.
So let me tell you, right? You must hear about Kopi already. Because Kopi is Kwako's father. So you must hear about Kopi.
Well, that was I tell you I hear about Kopi, yes. But I can't remember way.
And the man produced. He produced people that joined him in the trade. So there were the masons, the carpenters, the electricians. He had a lot of children. And ask your friend.
So that was the trade. So that was the trade then.
Yeah.
That was the trade too.
That was part of his trade too.
Yeah, I tried.
That was part of his trade too.
Well, the man was a good tradesman. So when you have a good tradesman like that, and the man have flair, the man have all them equipment you talk about and he led behind his ears. The man getting real girl.
He's joking. God is joking.
Lie, because I'm sure I spoke to you all about Sister Angela already.
Yes.
That is Sister Angela's father.
Yeah. How much children he had reputedly?
For what I know 9.
No, man.
9, no, hold on. 9 in marriage. But then there's I Francis, there's Kwako, there's Sister Angela. That's like what?
12
already?
9 and 12.
And I feel there's more. That is what I know.
And that's in the 20s.
Yeah. There's one that I met around a fisherman's birthday a couple of years ago too, you know.
But Doc, you're a man in Tivo like that, you know.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're a man in Tivo like that too, you know.
Yeah, I know you. I think you've seen the torches. You want Tivo?
I don't know what you is, but I know.
No, you have a lot.
I know about 8. I could count about 18.
You man from Bamboo Bridge?
Do I feel?
You're Crusoe?
Yep.
Yeah, but in terms of trade, Reece, guys, is because I think on the list here I also have farmers.
Farmers?
Trade?
Farmer is a tradesman.
No, man. Farmer don't know trade. What? Farmer don't know trade.
I think based on what you're explaining there, anybody that
hold on. Let me tell you.
And selling their trades, man.
Hold on. Let me tell you how it's trade. Trade is tailor, carpenter, plumber, shoemaker, electrician, blacksmith. My grandfather was a blacksmith, don't forget that, eh? The only one.
What it doesn't talk about that?
You want to talk about that?
Talk about farmer is not a tradesman.
A farmer is a farmer.
By the road, just going and do shopping.
So what Doc was trying to do there is trying to
Mason is tradesman. Mason is tradesman. Jaina is tradesman.
And fishermen.
No man, fisherman not
I don't know about fisher folk and farmers being tradesmen.
Well, Doc mixing
what is a
everybody's
tradesman?
man.
Somebody that has specialized skill in a particular area.
That is what the dictionary say. But I know tradesman.
Tradesman is different thing. Tradesman is hard work by. Tradesman is hard. You have that particular kind of skill. A special kind of skill.
Kala, what is so different between somebody being able to make shoes, there's a skill, and they ply the trade on a regular basis, and a fisherman that has special skill.
Where? By fish, I do. Doc, let me tell you something. If fish don't hungry, fish are starving, you know. Because the men, Captain Chanting.
You're trying to create an induction now. You're trying to induct.
Listen, Captain and Taylor and thing. They could create something and sell, you know. Fisherman don't create nothing, you know.
So, okay. So, Godfrey, name a trade. Your scholar, name a trade. Anyone.
Captain.
So, this ghetto scholar, they go and make the.
Yeah.
So he's a tradesman.
Boss, Captain Dadda's hold on. Captain Dadda's build house, not ghetto. It's Jean Dadda's build ghetto. You know this scholar is a Jean? He said, what scholar is a Jean?
So Doc, the people who make the nets, right? The people who make the nets to sell them and stuff, I will call them tradesmen.
Yeah.
I feel so. I could support that. But not them fellas from Guad that making it, them other netman.
Hold on, Reece. Godfrey Scala and I are in the middle of an ocean with an engine boat.
Yeah.
We're hungry today. There are set of lines about. There's a great possibility that we go quicker starve to death
than
hold a fish because we don't have skill.
Yeah, I don't Doc, you know, he has certain place, fish just jump up in boat and thing. Scholar, you never see that fish.
Hold on.
Just go up in the
Yeah, but at the same time, my God, what are doing in the middle of the ocean?
Let me tell you, in fact, Doc, let me tell you something. If we in that situation, the best chance we have is the one that could fix the engineer, the trade man.
No. If me and you, and Doc, and Reece end up in that situation, the best chance we have is to wake up here. Because I mean, it's dreaming.
Well, no, I feel we have to. No, let me tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you what our best chance go be. This kind of example Doc give us there. We best chance go be to throw Doc overboard.
That is that's when you commit suicide.
That is suicide.
I am the closest.
That could be suicide.
I might be able to own it, but I might not be able to start it. That's my trouble.
But Doc, if we
the point I'm trying to make, a fisherman might have a chance of getting us out of that situation.
That doesn't make him a tradesman. That makes him a fisher.
Doc, let me tell you why he's a tradesman. Let me tell you the main characteristic of a tradesman. Tradesmen are men who produce things, right? And they just bramble people.
You come into modern day scholar, man.
Yeah, but not modern day. That is the child perspective of all tradesmen from Donkey Health. Yeah, this old Taylor and them.
I watch. Let me tell you something. Just the other day, somebody go in Grenville with a cutlass by Taylor to get it clothes, you know. And I think it was a teacher, you know. When school opening, there's a real walker. And they tell you come for your clothes certain time. And when you go there, you want your clothes for first day at school. You don't get it, you know. So 3 weeks after school
opening. Problem. Why, that was a real serious problem sometime going to school.
It was?
But, I mean,
hold on. Doc, it was a problem?
No, but I think one of the issues is that some parents used to wait a week before, 2 weeks before school reopened, and then they would bring the clothes. That tailor in the village has X amount of clothes to do, so sometimes they cannot complete that.
Doc, that's not the problem.
By Doc, but even after school open, Doc, you still look and you close the line for you still?
No, that's not the problem. The problem is that these guys, these people and them, trade men on a whole, even from long ago, right? I mean, I was talking about just the other day, but from long ago, these men are very skilled, really. So they could do the work, but they are not proper managers of time and they're not organized. And that's the main thing.
Yep.
Because in order to do this thing, you have to be well organized. You have to have a system where it's like you have some men, for example. And I make the analogy with men who, and I don't know if I will say that trade man, men in studio what does a record song. Right?
Then
Zeal and them fellas like that. That man name is straight man. I don't know what that man name is. But you have one of the features of a lot of this man and them when you think. This man them always brambling you. They could never give you some on time. They tell you come when, and they hide in that kind of thing.
Yes.
And they have a lot of big, and it's simply because they're not organized, right? So what they do, Reece come, they start Reece song. While Reece they in the studio, tune going down. As Reece turn she back, they throw that aside.
Yeah.
That come, tune going down. As Doc's on the back, they throw that. Godfrey come. So you have a pile up of things.
True.
Everybody reach quarter away. And they taking more men and more men and more men and so on. That's what they do. And I used to see this thing. I always used to think to myself, this man and they too disorganized. You can't do this thing. Until I end up by a fella they call Pela Mungada in Trinidad. And when I see how this man doing e-recording, I say, well, that man, I went by Pela Mungada to record 2 songs. So I go the man take me, we put on the basic thing, then the man tell me, come back tomorrow. When I reach back tomorrow, all thing full up with thing. The man tell me, all right, he bringing in the brass. Today, the brass come, they blow on the 2 songs, then he ask me what background vocal on, if he's woman, if he's man. I tell him 1 for 1, man for 1. I see call it ting, tell me all right. By the time at 2 hours, man come, woman come. They crew, they go. Then the man tell me time for me to put on my track. That time is about night already. I put on my track, I think me 2 songs. Bruh, the man tell me all right. Come back tomorrow. I go back tomorrow. Me the man tell me mixing down this song. I sit down there, the man me. In 3 days' time, I get me 2 songs to come back in here. Right. And nobody couldn't come by that man for that 3 days. The man booked me for that 3 days. And that was it.
I do, yeah. No. I think that is definitely. But and what you mentioned there, scholar, this is synonymous with mechanics. And I mean, I've had experiences. You go to my mechanic to do work on your vehicle. You're there, they start your vehicle. Don't ever leave them and say, well, you go and you come back for the vehicle. Once you leave and go and somebody come, they leave your vehicle there and they go on to
clean up.
And that it creates a problem, especially with mechanics. Because I had that problem. And I think what has happened over time, they do so much different things. By the time they come back to you to do what they forget what they had to do.
You know,
it's a problem.
I've always been thinking about that as relates to mechanics. And not just mechanics, but some of our treatment ingredients. You go to a mechanic with your vehicle. Oh my God, this person is established. Let us say Corolla. You have maybe another Corolla or know-how. One of those regular vehicles. Right? and you go to them, and they want you to go in town or somewhere to get bricks, or to get oil, or to get coolant, somebody with a mechanic shop. And it just, to me, I can't fathom how somebody could be involved in doing that on a regular basis. And you're sending me to go and get oil or brake fluid or something like that. And not just mechanic. In some of the other fields, guys welding and they don't have welding rods. And they want you to bring welding rods, something that they use on a daily basis. They cannot see the need to purchase those things and have them and sell it over to you. Our tradesmen are so out of sync with reality and business that it is just mind-boggling how they operate. I think
Doc, you also be against trade, man.
Me to my nights to purchase parts. I don't know anything about that. Then, you know, you bring your vehicle, they call it. Listen, go and get this, go and get that.
Hold on, Doc, wait, but you're lucky because usually what does happen? If I bring my vehicle and a man juke my vehicle and he reach that particular way where he could drive, and then you bring your vehicle and your vehicle down and you need the aisle and they take it my vehicle. A man will tell, pass your vehicle, pass, going down the mechanic, you know.
Yeah.
Going down, we need to go and get things.
Well, they had to try it out. No, but I believe, honestly, I believe mechanics. I believe mechanics in all tradesmen. I believe when it comes to brambling, mechanics is the worst.
No, boy. No, Taylor is the worst.
No, man. No.
Taylor is the worst,
no way.
What?
By no tradesmen. Bad mechanic.
Taylor is the worst. Taylor. Nah, man. Taylor could make you cry long.
But let me tell you about that situation, Godfrey, that happened in real. There was a guy that lived close to Godfrey's mom. China. Very good. Make tables and chairs, I think. Very, very good. I have a good friend, Kester. The man tell Kester passing, he tell Kester liars. Why? Because Kester relocating, you know, he getting his house and things. So he tell Kester, why I make your bed? Listen, tomorrow I will deliver the bed for you. An hour later, Kester see his bed going down on a vehicle because that one going in Riverside. So when Kester come and Kester say, well, you just tell me, the man say, hey, what's wrong with you? I look at that and I realize that bed is not good enough for you. I'm making you a better bed. Around 4 days after, he called Kester, he said, well, I'm ready for you. So the bed Kester had, he dismantled that bed and waiting now to put in the real bed in the place where you want to put it. You know, when Kester go to pick up the bed, he don't have no bed, not even a foot. The man don't have no foot, nothing yet. So,
what?
You know what I'm talking about. But you see...
By jam, I don't see worse. What? Let me tell you something. What? But you talking about Kester, I could tell you about my experience, you know. He have people that get jam and walk to the leaf grade and go umpteen years upon years now, and upon the work of injury yet, you know. But no, I don't feel to cut. But nobody can sue me for that.
But the point I'm making is that that kind of practice by our tradesmen, it's like, why are you doing that? What is all that about?
They disorganized, I tell you. Listen,
that is more than disorganized.
But listen,
like bad mind.
Even get worse than that too. Because them builder and them.
Forget builder.
Yeah. Them is the next case.
Well, them ain't taking your money
and build a house.
Yeah. That is the worst case.
No,
bad. They're
bad.
dealing with thousands of dollars. But you don't realize that there is something you call karma. You don't realize most of those guys are not doing that. You see how they're making it in life? You see what's happening? At some time they just ain't getting no work. At some time their house looking worse than probably the one you leaving to go into.
No, but let me tell you. But generally,
I'm taking them.
But generally, that is our next characteristic of trade menu.
Yes.
Builders are the worst house. Mechanic are the worst car. Tailor when the oldest clothes. that is just, it just goes with them.
You don't like at all.
No serious?
Hairdresser here never
They never do yet.
Yeah, remember you take
well, actually, I'm going to open the telephone lines now because, folks, the line is open 435-204. Reece, let me take some Facebook comments in the meantime, and then, well, we have a caller. Let's just take that caller, and then we go come back to the Facebook page. Oui Culture, good evening. Hello.
Good night, everybody.
What you do? Hey.
Morning, dearest.
But I guess that's it, you know. Let me tell you something here, Mr. Godfrey.
Hey.
And on Friday night, that might comfort. Oui Culture. Let me load on that thing, Alison. And this weekend, this topic should have been for next weekend. Because Sunday coming is mothers, they are only learn that today. So we could have talk about the mothers and make me and Reece feel good instead of trade. Anyway, I went and learned a trade. I went and learned sewing. And I learned sewing for half day. When I go to the sewing class the Monday morning, I'm so excited. I reach at 9 o'clock. When I reach up there, the lady called me help us with the yard. Sun hot already. I see the yard. When I come inside, I to fill the bucket and put it inside, give her. I to help her wash the wells. I to help her clean the house. But I didn't have to wash, she washed the clothes. The time I don't do all that was about 12 o'clock. She give me $1. She tell me buy thread and needle by Miss Muscle give her because I'm going down for lunch. Hot sun, you know, to come down for a stretch. And come down here now to get me a little piece of bread and go for juice to go back up. When they ask me what you do, I say, but I sweep the yard, I wash the wells, and I sweep out and map out the house giver. And she give me $1 to buy thread and needle. For when I come out for lunch to bring back up to come in the sewing class. I have not reaching sewing class yet, you know. Because I'm afraid I might have to go and spread all the clothes because she be washed already. So I never go back in sewing class again. I stay home and do me work by. So all that will make me to turn out a seamstress. But this topic tonight could I wait for next week because Godfrey has a mother. I don't know who else are their mother, and I is a mother, and I find that topic tonight should I wait, and let's talk about Happy Mother's Day. Although it's today I get to really know Sunday's Mother's Day because my brain kind of busy these last days because I have all little babies to mine. You understand? So, anyway, good night, and let me continue because we done it already.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
yes.
you.
Yeah. Well taken. 435-2041. Doc, somebody said on the WhatsApp platform here that when we were talking about apprentices, a trainee is equivalent to an apprentice, and I think so.
Right.
And then you mentioned Dragon earlier with the mechanic. They said Dragon is not from Tivoli, from Belmont. So, I know a difference between Tivoli, Belmont, same thing. Tivoli, Belmont. That is the same person that say compare who is the best mechanic. Yeah. So, Reece, let's get some Facebook comments.
Yes, so, we have Jose saying, Scholar Papa Seto came from England. He was one of the most interesting mechanics that passed in the Sotes area, and yet none of his children learned that trade from him. He also said goodnight and tried to provoke me, talking about I must have went deep sea fishing, which is not a trade. Dodo Charles is saying, Honesto, like they heard you this morning, I see Reece put a heart beside my good night. All you got dealt with? Any dealing with has to be for all you, not me. She's also saying, Doc, in My Jericho's voice, don't bother with them. Then we had Dodo is saying, in today's world, I believe builders, construction workers are the worst. Taking people's money, going and finish other jobs, calling for more money, and the list goes on and on. Jose said in Sates, we had lots of trade people, to name a few, like Twopence, who used to fix kerosene stove in the area, Clemino, who used to make wooden shoes and slippers, Mr. Layo making pancop. Dodo said, my dad used to make board slippers and shoes. I used to be the salesperson and I used to model in those slippers and shoes. That was a trade. Then she said, yes, I remember Mr. Layo. We used to sing, Mr. Layo, bring your pancop and Sarah. That was a trade. Dodo said also, yes, I remember. No. Jose is saying, Mr. Fraser, he had one eye, was a great mechanic in St. Patrick's. He will fix everyone's vehicles, but he's never finished, worked on, I guess, one. Yeah, so those are the comments that we have.
But there's another page, Reece, and I think that had created some little issues. So let me, I don't know if you see it, but let me just read a couple things
okay,
from it here. Because I recall last time when they complained, that was the issue. We were not seeing that page that you just read from.
Right.
So Alison Thomas says she's watching from Vincent's. Eugene is on board, Doc. Somebody say we mashing it up tonight, according to my partner. Then let's see. So they were chatting among themselves, and then somebody said, please ask caller if the Calypso Monarch is back in the stadium this year or Grenville. Somebody says, Godfrey, you're speaking about the jack plane and the sandpaper. That's when you're making furniture. All right, I figure so. Right. Ronnie Singer says,
we have Judy Lewis on the We Culture page. She's saying mechanics are the worst tradesmen. They're removing parts that they don't even have to touch, taking on new parts and putting on old parts.
Well, I don't be getting because he was chased by long. I always know that. So Ronnie Slinger says, it didn't have no system to work out for completing back to school last minute clothes or Christmas cushions with only 24 hours a day. So yeah, but that's just some of the other comments was basically greetings and some of the people chatting among themselves. So yeah, let's the telephone, folks, 435-2041, so you can give us a call. Let's see who is with us on the telephone. We Culture, good evening.
Good night, how are you all doing, sir?
Good.
Yes, mechanic in truth is the worst set of tradesmen, you know. I had some experience with mechanic and I see some things. Let me tell you something what a mechanic do a driver once. A man car couldn't start, but the battery pull was slack, you know. So while you're there waiting, the mechanic know what's the problem. He take a hammer, go below the car, he pong, all kind of thing below the car. So the man thinking something wrong below the car. When he come back out, he tell the man go and start the car now. When he go one and shot the car start, he charge him man over $200, you know. And just the battery pull, he had us to tighten. I could say more, but that is alpha now.
All right, thank you very much. You see, that's one of the things with trade. When men know they trade and you don't know, you are at a disadvantage. So
and that is one of the issues with mechanic too, you know, Godfrey. Because if you think about it, most of the other trades, there is a standard.
Yes, that's charge. Right. That's right.
But no mechanic, there is that the charge is arbitrary.
Yep.
They just call them money.
Yes. Yeah, they don't have. Yeah. Let's go back to the telephone. Oui Culture, good evening. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, good evening.
Well, I had an experience with a man called Mr. Cleveland Dollar up Parade. I go and work with him. I go to learn mechanics. I work the first day, and one of the fellas, walking by him, take one of the van and go down the road with it, and he bung the van. Hey, you come to Mr. Donald. I have to tell you, you see what? See what you say, no man. See what you say, no man. Hey, you see, I bung the van in. You see, well, you have to get a curtail. Hey, you see, I mean, taking no next to Mr. Donald. You see, well, I'm going to call the police and you see a van and you go and bung it. Wait. Mr. Donald say, okay, I'll get that 10 minutes. Go and consider when you're taking a curtail or not. Hey. The boy do so and he gone. Next thing you know, he come back. Mr. Donald, see what I see now? You see, Mr. Donald, I make up my mind, I go see the curtail. When I see the curtail, Mr. Donald, give that man, I never go back there. I never go back to work there because that curtail was something else.
All right. Thank you very much. Yep. 435-2041. That's an American call, and you can, get to chat with us and share your maybe experiences or what you know about, the whole issue of trade. But there's another aspect of trade, guys, that when you compare it to maybe what we call nowadays white-collar jobs, big work, tradesmen does make real money compared to the big work, and so.
But particularly now, a lot of work that is in high demand. One, decent carpentry, builders, mechanic, with all these new vehicles. But I also believe when you come to mechanic, that our mechanics are not moving up in time with the kind of vehicles that we are getting right now. They're still joking, they're still troubleshooting, they're not, improving this skill in line with the new kind of vehicles. So that is where we are.
Yeah, no, it's true. Vehicles now highly computerized, and some of them fellas, they...
Well, not only that. The whole thing is, if you think about it, when you think about a mechanic, you think about a man, all the clothes black, all the body black, all kind of thing. And the truth is that the vehicles that we have now don't demand these things, right? No. Mechanics supposed to have the glove. Mechanics are supposed to have a little black on them. But that is the whole thing, and then mechanic like to spread up something and they lie down below. They lie down. that all these things is mark and characteristic of mechanic, and I think Doc is right. Right now, things become computerized, and you have systems where you could just strap on something and the thing telling you what is wrong.
You have the what you call it? They do a diagnosis. You just plug it on and...
But easily, a mechanic that is really flying his trade or his trade well can come up in any one day with $800 or $1,000. Unlike somebody that is going on a structured white-collar job. So there is a demand because, people want their vehicle to work. And you want it to work well. So if you know that this person, you have trust in that person, and that person say, okay, Scala bring his vehicle and, they might work on it for 2 hours, but Scala might pick it up within 4 hours. He has no clue. He don't want to stay there 4 hours. You want to drop his vehicle and come and pick it back up. And you say, okay, give me $300. So you basically collect $300 in within 2 hours.
But Doc, let me tell you, I mean, what you're saying there, 800 that is small because to service your vehicle, basically. So let's say you change the brakes, you tighten suspensions, you change oil.
I'm thinking strictly labor costs.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So no, I'm just outlining. So if you got the service really doesn't take a whole lot of time. So some of the basics you do when you go to service your vehicle, basically after a couple 1,000 miles, you change oil, tighten suspension, change brakes, couple of things. You make sure everything in order, and that is $300 something.
Right.
You could service about 6 vehicles in a day.
Right.
Between 8 and let's say 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right. So the question you were asking is that these guys and them that are in trade, they actually can make a lot more money than the white collar job.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, still they don't believe in the need to sometimes invest properly, but invest in character too, or in business skills, or in service. So that is the point I was trying to make. That they have this potential to make the money, but they seem so consumed by still this skullduggery, that and in the long run, when you look at them, you 20 years in the trade, and you look at in terms of where they are, and you wonder what the hell they were doing all the time.
Well, not what they're doing all the time, but sometimes don't feel they ain't making the money. You have to ask probably what they're doing with it too.
Well, they're making the money, but because of the ratchet fee, the money cannot stay in the hand.
Well, some cases I don't even think it's because of that, but you have to probably do a research to investigate, where they spend the money or where they bank it or what they do with it.
If you have a special bank.
I don't know. I figure if Reece could probably do. Reece is our marketing expert. Reece could go and investigate.
Y'all just don't like to take any responsibility that y'all just squander things, and always trying to make it look as if it's because you spent it well. Other places, that is what you did to squander. Your squandering had nothing to do with that. That was the only, and I know what you are alluding to, that's the only place it is well spent. Other than that is squander mania.
Ha!
Doc, you hear that?
Let's go to the telephone. We have a call on the line. Oui Culture, good evening. So we lost the caller. We lost the call.
Godfrey, I was making the point.
Yeah.
That the thing about it is that tradesmen, if they knock a piece of board for you, as they knock that piece of board,
they want that money.
They want the money. If they turn a little thing and put a little oil, whatever they do, they have to get the money. So and especially mechanic, you see, because even builders and so on don't follow that thing, and that's why I tell you about mechanic. Mechanic is instant gratification.
Yeah.
More than any other trade. As they do the thing, they have to get the money. They do one now, they do the next one, and so on and so forth. And anything they do for you. But the so-called, or what you call the so-called white collar work with paper and writing and so. If that same mechanic come by us, for him to write that paper for him or pull up something for him, he doesn't see that he has to pay. He don't pay.
Yeah.
You can't say you're charging him, because as far as he's concerned,
that is
not work.
That is free. Yeah, that is not a work.
That is not a work. You're paying.
Actually, Scholar, someone had made that observation to me. That person is like I don't know, like the village. I don't even know what word to use. Any passport form to fill up, anything to sign, any application form, they go to that person. And they never see the need to say, boy, let me give you $20 for that. And trust me, this thing sometimes is very, very tedious. It takes 2 hours, hour and a half.
Well, that brain work on them do easy. That and them should cost more than what them men doing.
Yeah.
What them men doing is muscle work. muscle work it costs less than the brain work.
Yeah.
But I ain't seen it that way.
No, it's a fact. It's definitely a fact. Doc, someone on the WhatsApp platform is saying that, well, that we friend. I figure that person from Tivoli, you know. Godfrey, do you remember Mr. Van Boodle who used to make leather in Belmont? Was this a trade? Yes, I think so. Mr. Nelson must know him because that's where he used to get the leather belt to beat in his days as a teacher at home in school. So, Doc, you used to be training home in school?
I used to be that.
The daddy wasn't saying it. That's it. You used to go to Mr. Van by the tannery to get you leather to make you belt. Yeah. So that is a trade. That one, because I remember specifically where he had the tannery in the back.
Mr. Van,
yeah, Mr. Van, there in J House.
This guy called Monkey used to work with him.
Yeah.
And they go and collect this thing by the lake, we used to call it lake, but by the man, and use it to cure the cow skin, and which they would make into leather.
Yeah.
Guys making sandals and shoes for shoe bottom used to go by Mr. Van and buy them. Actually, the person we're talking about is Kennedy Boodler's father.
Yeah, Mr. Vaughn, yeah, he was a leather maker.
Never pass on.
Yeah, well, them thing black, Smith and them can't pass on. My grandfather never teach me how to be a blacksmith. I used to go by him, you know.
Pass on. Yeah, that three grandfather was one of the master blacksmith in the area.
But the only one?
Huh?
The only one?
In all the things, not only in Rivant Wine, but
you're all about, areas. Man. All about.
Yeah.
But I used to go by, the only thing he showed me was how to
boat ship and that come, they used to go and pick up this man to go and do things all over the...
Let me tell you, when I go by him, the only thing he showed me how to do, how to turn the thing to light the fire.
To hot the hot
yeah, and to pong the thing, nothing else.
That is way in Tivoli.
Poetry.
You was from La Poetry.
Yeah.
So you don't know Smith in Poetry?
Yeah, Smith, but not black. Not black.
That was his son.
Yeah, Smith, but not black.
You don't Smith and no black?
No.
Yeah, Smith, but he don't black. They lose only black.
I think it taught Godfrey how to take one to prevent the toothache.
Hey, watch. I tell you already, my grandfather did not used to drink rum. My grandfather was my grandfather did not drink rum. He used to have rum, but he used to drink rum. No matter that a good 7 days, he used to drink rum. But he used to have a little thing there under the bed. Somebody called me, you know. But he used to drink rum. No, when he walking in the van and he fixing the what do you call the thing, Doc? The vat. Yeah, the big thing where you boil it, yeah.
Not just the vat, all the thing on them. That need work,
yeah, he thing and he weld and he do what he had to do. So every time, you know, he used to get a little thing. You understand? So he had a day, but he used to drink, man. He never used to drink. It was a good 7 days.
But between me and you, I think lately in Grenada we notice a shortage of skill labor. People wanting to build a house right now is difficult. Plumbers, and it's almost difficult to get a real qualified plumber or reliable plumber sometimes. Electrician, they seem hard to come by. I don't know. So in terms of skill labor, but not just skill, right now in Grenada we are actually suffering from unskilled, source of unskilled labor. Is the cry of farmers and people that have businesses that you just cannot get people to work for you, and everybody seems to be scheming so much. Before you employ somebody, they want down payment.
You have a new trade now.
Down payment, yeah.
Hustling, you know. Yeah, hustling. Hustling is a new trade, you know.
Hustling is not begging?
No, man, hustling is a trade. You make a hustle and then you stop. When the money done, you make a hustle again. Yeah, then you money done. And that is the generation now. Right? There are men who want to seriously work on.
This is sad, eh? In terms of increasing or improving the productivity of the nation.
Yeah, it is, but
our labor sources from to do that. If we don't work, what happened to us eventually? When somebody else come in and they start to work, or they bring their people to work, and then we're crying out for them. Even me, I would do that too. I cry out for them. Now, when foreign nationals come in and they are the one employed, and our Grenadian people sit down there and they're not working. We just want to see more.
Yeah, but the truth be told, even then, to our tradesmen, are the skills that they have are low other skills.
But they're not making any improvements.
Exactly, not very high either, because you heard, for example, that when how you call that hotel had to do thing,
Silver Sands.
Yeah, Silver Sands. They had to import. They asked them for people to do some of the kind of work that they wanted to do. But also, let me just say this, for whatever it's worth. One of the issues that we have, especially with building things in Grenada, building at anything we're building, whether it be road, whether it be bridge, whether it be house, whether it be anything, it takes too long. It just takes too long.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll find some men on a house building, and that man, you're watching that man one today, one next year. That man taking their time, they thinking, and you compare that, for example, with them Chinese. Them Chinese and them build back the stadium in a couple of months.
Yeah, they walking right.
A lot of men taking much longer than that to build little house.
Yeah.
To build little house. Answer. When indeed, so we're not going anywhere, we're not improving. So there are certain things in building, for example, that can be mass produced, you know? So things like bending steel and things. I mean, you could get machine to bend. Wait, think much man building that, putting that thing on them and pushing the steel and rack steel to bend steel. I think them is out there the thing and they wasting time and causing things to crowd. So
but these are things that we could actually do here, and and people could make business out of it.
It's not just improvement. It's not just improvement in the technologies, fella. The biggest thing is our attitude. Guys coming to work 9 and they want to leave 2. And it's a big deal. And the closer those guys are them, the biggest problem, the closer those guys are them are with you, the more the city need to want to rob you. People that you know you want to give because you know them, or they're from your village, or they're your cousins. These are the guys and them that city need to come 9 and leave 2 because it's Scala, man. And they expect, and at the end of the week, Scala must pay them the full salary, even though they chisel the road. And that is not the problem. One of the, I remember when they closed the Granitan Road, and they were rebuilding the Granitan Road. And then one day, they said, well, let me just, drive in Birchgrove, we walk up and see what I was doing. And there was a holiday, one day I went to, there was a day I was not working. Around 2 o'clock, he started work. Now, I guess it's 8:30. And by 2, there was nothing going on and the road blocked. How can we have a major project building on a road that increases the productivity of the land, and we are not having those major work 24 hours? We have an 8-hour work, a 6-hour shift on a major thoroughfare, a major road. This to me is backward. In this modern day, you're doing a major work and you don't having guys working 24 hours to finish. This is crazy in this modern time.
But this is something. This is a very serious issue, Doc. Very, very serious issue, and it's sad. But I believe it is a kind of culture that was condoned by some aspects of our leadership in this country.
I agree.
No, I'm telling you, and I believe we have an opportunity now to fix that, but I am not sure if it's been done.
Cannot be done in a short space of time because
but you see, it is such a serious issue. that measures must be taken immediately. According to the talk, you have to hold the bull by the hand. Because if it is allowed to continue, as you said, it is going to seriously impact our productivity.
And our productivity means our independence.
Yeah.
Our sense of who we are. Because it means if you're not working and producing for your country, and we have to wait, somebody have to come and do it. And then when that person comes, as I tell you, I might be the first one to cry foul. But our Grenadian people are not productive.
Let me say this, yeah? And I will make this statement. And I think that statement might, in many ways, encapsulate the issue. And culturally, we view work as a norm. Culturally, work is a norm. That is the problem. You know. Work is not a verb. Work is a noun. So a man going to work, and once you go to work, work is a place, work is a project, work is a site. You go to work instead of you going and work.
Yeah.
And that is what the issue is. As long as we can't stop see work as a noun and see it as a verb, we ain't going to know it.
And but that's what I'm saying, we have to fix that.
No, but Godfrey, a couple of years ago, if we go back, work was that thing that's going to liberate you and make you into a man. You work by your sweat. We believed in that at one time. By our sweat, we go eat bread. By our sweat, you go get your house and you establish yourself. That sense of independence was ingrained in us, but somehow along the way, that became destroyed. Scala have something, Scala have a card, 2 cards. Scala could give me a $50. That sense of way I could own my money by my sweat is no longer something that is as entrenched as a noble character. If I beg for it, I'm equally good because I get the money. So along that way, we lost that.
And that is why...
for men. Especially for men.
And that is why it's so important for us to take the bull by the hand.
Yeah.
And fix it.
Women still plying their trade. They still plying their trade. Working hard. Verb. Working hard.
Let me be careful with how I respond to that, particularly with men. But so I want to stay away from actually what I want to say. I won't say it here. But let me just say, there is this upsurge of gambling houses. And people looking for a kind of shortcut and short route in terms of how to make a couple dollars. And this sense of a future and securing your future is not so ingrained in us anymore. So we live for the present, and then when we reach 63 and 65, we're wondering, I was a supporter of the party, and I don't have a house, and they ain't giving me a house. They didn't give me board, so I wanted to fix my this, and I wanted to fix my that, and I ain't getting that. Because you're not investing while you are youthful to secure your future. Because somehow or the other, later on, somebody has to help you.
Because you see, Doc, and here's the problem with that, and that's why I made the point earlier, that somewhere along the line, our leaders have instilled that kind of thing in us.
I agree.
And so now, we have to fix it. We have to, and if we don't fix it, it is an urgent task that we need to take on. And if we don't take it on now, we do, because that would continue from one to the other. Because you see, the thing is, people learn from experience, by seeing and hearing, Because when you see your brethren faring well that way, why when your turn comes, you shouldn't fare well that way too? It's only fair.
I don't know if where you live, well, yes, I think based on where I know you live, you must be seeing what I am seeing when I'm going to work on the morning. why I am going to work 7 or 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Why should I be seeing a group of guys, 6 guys, by a rum shop drinking, or coming from a gamble on a Monday morning?
Ask Carla. Scholar go know.
You gamble?
No.
You drink rum?
Well,
Me?
I don't know you doing that, so I don't know you got drink. Why should I be seeing that? Why is that an accepted norm that, you know, that this place can function Monday morning 7 o'clock?
You know what we need? You see this guy? You know what we need? You know what we need in them kind of place on them, so we need some vehicle in them kind of place on them. Simple. We need some vehicle. And is that understood?
Bring the damn vehicle.
Bring the vehicle. Mash it up. I don't care if they want to ball with them out close. We mash it up. Mash it up. Anyway, guys, we're out of time.
Yeah.
But I think we have a lot more to cover as it relates to that. But you know, let me just start by saying, and Susan mentioned it earlier, Sunday is Mother's Day, and I want to start by, you know, wishing all mothers a wonderful day on Sunday. You know, every day is Mother's Day, we always say it, but of course that day we sort of put aside and just for a couple hours, you know, do something a little extra special to show that, look, man, this means everything to us. So happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers out there. Continue to be the great mothers that you are. And, you know, we wish you long life and every wonderful thing. Reece, happy Mother's Day to you, my darling. Advance Mother's Day greetings.
Well, happy Mother's Day to the Queen, yeah. To the Queen and to all other queens.
Happy Mother's Day, my dear.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's a good thing I tell her before you.
Well, I want to wish happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, whether biologically, by adoption, through teaching, however it is that you perform this thankless.
What about father, mother? What about father, mothers?
Yeah.
Yes, even them too. Of those, who we call them? We call them the mothers. The mothers. Even them, of course. I don't discriminate when it comes to that, and I don't try to behave in a way like, you know, mothers are. It's like we cannot share the thing, and we cannot recognize that there are fathers who play both roles. I think they are honorable people and people that we should recognize as well. So I want to wish happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, all the men who played that role, and I just want to send a very special one to the women who sacrifice everything, who even sacrifice their children for the world, for what they have to accomplish, for the things that they have to do for the said children, to be able to take care of them and all that. I recognize your sacrifice. I recognize the lengths that you have to. I recognize your pressures. And I just want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. Sit back, reflect, and pat your chest, pat your back. You're doing something well. You've done something well, and you're appreciated.
Indeed.
That's it for me.
Yep.
So let me just close as I started up. I'm wearing this here Tivoli drummers. We have in this thing from Reece, me and Godfrey and I, we have this challenge, a picky competition on Saturday. We want you to be there on Saturday. Tivoli Cultural Center, we're doing a really, Tivoli drummers for the first time is really telling you songs and dance, drum. We are telling the Tivoli drummers story. And so we would definitely wish you can be there with us as a team member. So on Saturday, 7 p.m., the 11th, at the Tivoli Cultural Center, you are invited. And Godfrey and I, we have a competition, you know what I mean? So again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, but Saturday, hope to see you here at Tivoli Cultural Center.
Doc, according to the modern trend now, and the modern question, are you doing a live?
Yeah, we hoping to. Yes, we're gonna be
the man say that. You see, we come early.
I'm not sure what time.
If we log early, I hear the man say doing live.
The man say doing a live, I would catch it.
So the launch of Carnival in New York is tomorrow?
Saturday night, yeah.
Right.
Saturday night too.
So we need a lot of live. We need a lot of live. Because I know
will be live on
I know you will mash it up. You will mash it up. Can you make a boots?
I have to get me back boots. You see, you have check a man for me. I need me back boots. Yeah, I need me back boots.
I think you need a whole costume.
Yeah. I'm a costume already.
Oh, so it's the boots you need? What is your size?
Boots. Yeah.
What's your size?
10.
10?
Yeah.
Right. Hey, we'll talk after.
You're the only green vehicle I ever see. I never see green vehicle. You have to stop his cutting and them to I know vehicle is black and thing, but he's the only green vehicle I ever see. I never see a green vehicle in my life. I never see. Anyway, guys. So yeah, guys, Scouts boy, you can tell them people happy Mother's Day.
No, man, I did. I told you then I told everybody.
Right.
All the queens and the beautiful mothers in Grenada, the diaspora, Moscow diaspora, because they diaspora.
Yeah, wonderful.
I'm grateful, you know. So, happy Mother's Day to all the real queens.
Yes, indeed. Well, that's it. And tomorrow I'll do my little musical tribute to mothers tomorrow. So we would continue that. So thank you all again. It was good being back after a little breaks here. And as I said earlier, it's going to get exciting. You know, we have a lot of things to mash up. So next Friday, We Culture. See you then. All the best. Enjoy the weekend.
Yes.
We set it on fire. A little more calypso, forget the funk and the disco. A little more limbo, a little more Shango.